Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you polled folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
Throwing to start the drive. Shepard. And his first look is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Taken down at the 30. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Cam Akers becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So we have a tie now atop the all-time single-season rushing touchdown list. LaDainian Tomlinson, you've just been joined by this man.
And they share similar traits in running the football. Excellent vision, cutting ability, determination, will. They understand where the end zone is and will not be deterred.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Shepard. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Shepard. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And some room to maneuver. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Walker once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fowler. Touchdown! A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. On the move past the 40. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Second and 9. On second down, it's Walker. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Shepard. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. After one, 17-7 is our score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off, didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Forced out to his left. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Colby Parkinson, a 16-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Throwing on first down. Shepard. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Short throw to Disley.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
This is fielded at the 27.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13-yard. Tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget like
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
A throw over the middle taken in. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Shepard over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shepard. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
76 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Shepard, and that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Move the chains. A gain of 6.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Shepard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
Making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Shepard. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He hits his target, Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Isaiah Spiller, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head to the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, to check in on the Broncos. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Trey Lance. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Swift. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they...
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Shepard.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Shepard. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw. Shepard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Shepard. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shepard. It's complete to Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14-yard. It's that time for number 14. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And there's Williams. What a catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Sullivan. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great effort there. Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Back to throw. Shepard setting up the screen here. This is Walker. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shepard. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Shepard, short throw to Disley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 41 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's the backup Herbert. Rolling to his right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They give up the middle to Akers. And he's got room. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 54 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Herbert on 1st down now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. To throw on 3rd down. Shepard. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Sullivan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what you're...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
K.J. Osborne.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Lions add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Shepard.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he's got it complete to Fowler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a console, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Shepard. It's caught. Lockett. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Shepard. And that will be incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle. For Akers, and this is a first down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 from the shotgun. Here's Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Line of The 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point. Yeah, and a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest. Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session. So for the Lions, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire